All right, man. Let's talk about KD and Kyrie. Rumor that they're going to stay um, in Brooklyn if Brooklyn doesn't find a deal that's sweet enough for them. And I just think Brooklyn at the point where, um, they at the point where they posturing. They're at the point where they posturing. You see articles saying they're prioritizing players over picks, but you got to understand all that stuff you was gonna get. The best deal you was gonna get was before the draft. Nobody wants to compromise the far future or the near future or next year. They rather live in the moment and do some things. So, um, but they messed up by not getting this shit done in the draft, not figuring this out, and it's being said by Bleacher Report that they could be staying. They could be staying in Brooklyn, and I don't really see that happening after you say you want to move on. You know what I'm saying? After you move on, you know, and do you really want to get back with your girlfriend immediately? Maybe down the road, time heals wounds. You say I was wrong, had time, but not no time soon. Must be the mail lady. He always doing solo concerts. There you go. Hope he don't wake up the small dogs. But yeah, I just don't see them staying together, man. I don't. And nobody does that. And Brooklyn is going to compromise. So did the Lakers. They compromised on the Shaq trade. Um, so they're going to compromise. Trust me, they're going to compromise, and they're not going to get all they want. They're not going to get this big haul. You got to understand too. You have to understand that Kevin Durant is not a spring chicken. Kevin Durant is not a spring chicken. He is not a spring chicken. Kevin Durant is not a spring chicken. So Kevin Durant is about to be 34 years old. Think about that for a minute. He about to be 34 years old. All right. And he's not in his prime. He's been injured the last 3 seasons, coming off a major Achilles injury. All right. That's what you got to think about for a minute. He's not worth what they think he's worth. This is not Kevin Durant of Golden State before the injury. This is not Kevin Durant of of Oklahoma City Thunder. This is not that Kevin Durant. No matter how much people want to close their eyes and say this is prime Kevin Durant, he not. This is Kevin Durant that's on the decline. It's kind of hard for people to believe, just like with LeBron James, because he was playing at a high level so long, and that set the standard. Tom Brady playing supposed to be a high contact sport at a high level. People don't think that these guys can get old, you know, and that's just the way it is. Basketball, it may not be as physical as football. But you got to remember, it's a 82 games plus the playoffs plus training, of mileage. At some point, you're going to slow down. At some point, you're going to slow down. Nets are operating under the possibility that Kyrie and Kevin Durant could be on the roster opening night. Shams tells Pat McAfee they will not move KD until the price is met. And they probably trying to rehabilitate the relationship, but they tried to play chicken with a Mack truck, what Jay-Z said, and they lost. They tried to play chicken in the Mack truck and they lost. They tried to play hardball. This is a players' league. This is a National Football League. 1 year, 10 years left, half a year, no man. They would be at Brooklyn's mercy. But this ain't the National Football League. This is a players' league. This is this is a players' league. They try to play hardball with them, and they not gonna get what they not gonna get what they looking for Kevin Durant. Trust me, they're not gonna get 3 or 4 first round picks, 2 All-Stars. Impossible. He at the same point Shaq was at in his career when he got traded to the Lakers. They were closer to the end of their career than the beginning of their career. They're at the same point. They're not going to get a king's ransom for an aging player. The only reason they can almost get that is because he's on the contract for 4 years. That's the only reason they can almost ask for that. Because he's under contract. But he's an aging superstar. And people say, what you mean? Talking about Kevin Durant aging. Like, bro, he's not played over 55 games since Golden State. He will be 35 before the start of the next season. You know what I'm saying? He's on the wrong side of 30. You know? So what you mean? You know what I'm saying? What you mean? That's exactly what I mean. This ain't Kevin Durant, 28-year-old, 26-year-old Kevin Durant, bro. You know? And Kyrie just, he's just there to hold Kevin Durant in place just in case he got a return. Just in case he got a return. So he will get, more than likely will get moved. All right. More than likely he will get moved, but they're not going to get what they're looking for. And they're going to compromise. And the team they trading with is going to compromise. And that is what it is going to be. Everybody will compromise. Everybody will compromise. My bad. I backed out by mistake. So hopefully we still good. But my part. But everybody will compromise when coming to this. And Kevin Durant, I'm not sure where he gonna land at. Um, so I'm not sure exactly where he land at, but I mean that is what it is. But they also saying that Kevin Durant rumors the Nets prioritizing players over picks in trade negotiations. And like I said before, nobody gonna give up a lot of picks and nobody gonna give up a lot of players for Kevin Durant. So I trade for Kevin Durant. I got Kevin Durant, but I don't have a team around me to compete with Kevin Durant. Makes no sense. More people, the more teams gonna be willing to trade the future for Kevin Durant, the picks, than the players. Well, if I'm to Toronto, why would I trade Scotty Barnes and everybody else for Kevin Durant? And it's just Kevin Durant in Toronto. It makes no sense. I might as well continue building what I'm building. And Kevin Durant don't want to go to no Toronto, no way. Come on, didn't have to compete. But it says I'm being told the Nets will prioritize getting players back in this deal that they want the prime assets in this trade to be a star player or a high level star players, that they're not focused on draft picks, although I'm sure they want draft picks too. ESPN's Brian Windhorst said on Hoop Collective podcast, time mark 225. And you say, who is these superstar players you about to give up? It's not about to be Devin Bookers, and it's none of them type of guys. They can be potential stars. You might can get a Brandon Ingram. You know, you might can get a Brandon Ingram. You know what I'm saying? But stars and man, bro, their action price is already let you know that until they break it down some, they're not gonna get what they're looking for. All these picks and all that, and they trying to be all like tough and we want these, man, bro. You waited too late in the offseason for one for this. All right, you waited too late in the offseason. And You got an aging superstar. Think about that for a minute. When Kevin contract up, he gonna be 38 years old, bro. Chances tell you that he won't play at a very high superstar level at the end of this contract. He won't be still playing at a high level. If you say, "Oh, you tripping, man? What you talking about? He 34, be 34 years old this year, before the season start." Come on, come on. He ain't played over 55 games since he left Golden State. Come on, that's what the numbers tell you. That's what the numbers tell you. He's an Asian superstar. You'll be a damn fool to give up a lot of young assets in the whole team. You give up your whole team, what are you gonna win? What are you gonna win with an Asian superstar? Nothing. This ain't Kevin Durant that can carry somebody up the street. This ain't that Kevin Durant. This ain't that. Trust me, this ain't that. He's an Asian star. Really, he probably more like an all-star, bro. He ain't even a superstar no more. He's an all-star. Dude can't carry nobody no more. But damn fool to give up real assets for an Asian dude. You get him, his body continue to break down. You're gonna be looking stupid. You're gonna be looking dumb. You're gonna be looking. The ownership gonna be looking at you. You fired. Got a 40-year-old Kevin Durant up here who can't run up and down the damn court. And by year 3, you're gonna be looking at you like you dumb. You know. Come on. Crazy. Crazy. You know. You're gonna be looking, they gonna look at you like you dumb. Like you dumb. But hey, that is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. You can find me on in the link tree at Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and much more. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.